We got to talk about Brixton legend Quincey, bro. Like, bro, he spent 23 years in prison, and he's telling a story about doing judge. And listen, you know, you always hear these like black magic and man's doing man them from the hood, gangsters that are doing black magic, and they're actively like they're doing black magic. Like sometimes you just think that it's just like a story, like it's like no one like you don't think it's true, but you do think it's true at the same time. And obviously, he's talking about having a fight with Lewisham legend Spots, R.I.P. Spots. Never met him, but just heard crazy stories and good things. You get me? And just know that Spots was he was a fighter, bro. He was. I heard that he was taking boxing serious, and he went to America and he started doing boxing, and he was a fighter. You get me? And obviously with Quincey, man's always known for Quincey to be a ruckus. Like he's a fighter, he's a Brixton legend, and obviously for him to even make that transition on the internet, there's not many people his era can even do that. Do you know what I mean? And some people might look at it like, oh X, Y, and Z, my man's on the internet talk. Like I see people's mindsets because that's that generation, and the generation's changed, and he's on the internet making money. Do you know what I mean? And he's still there, he's still doing well. He's got a fight coming up with obviously Justo on the 13th of December. But obviously before I even get into it, I just kind of wanted to just give a little backstory of who Quincey is before I get into this judge story, because the judge story is mad. Anyway.
15, they put me in prison. After a while, we started to rob banks and that. We was robbing them with no guns and that. So it was me, my mum, and my sister, and she was on the run from my dad. He was looking for us. He wanted these kids. They don't want you back. She'll be around.
That's crazy. Like, he's saying that his mum was on the run and his dad was looking like, yeah, like, it's mad.
12. So what does that mean? He said, yeah, you're not going back home. Then we're going to phone a social worker to go back to the cell. Car doors open, 4 men in Bally's came out. Bat. I just kept running.
What was your first sentence?
3 years.
Wow.
At 50, for robbery. Fighting was currency in there. The more you fight and the more you win, the more he...
And why it's mad, he went jail from 15. His first sentence was 3 years at 15 years old. He's done 23 years in and out of prison. Like he's done 23 years of his life in prison. So this is a man, when you look at, you gotta like, certain people don't even have the right mindset. There's certain elders, they're done. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, man.
Easier sentences.
When we used to do the events at Brixton Academy, it was always good to get there, but it was also good to get out.
Then there's a warrant out for my arrest, like cat and mouse in Brixton. Like if I see a policeman who knows me, bam, I'm running. It's like that every day until they catch me. Open the gate, and then Fat Shane ran out, but you know they call Fat Shane.
Fat Shane's my cousin as well, man. Big shout out to Fat Shane, man. That's family there. And even before I get into obviously the actual this judge story, this black magic story, I have to kind of play the infamous fight with Quincey and Spots. Spots, I think it was in New Cross. So before I even start, make sure you lot subscribe to this new channel, One for the Roads. Seem like they're doing something. I just subscribed, you get me? LSL Films. And make sure you subscribe to their new channel. Seem like they're gonna be bringing some good, infamous stories.
Obviously, you're known to have a few fights. Mm-hmm. You know, some of which that are still spoken about today. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think one of them was with
Andy.
Yeah, Andy Sparks.
You gotta understand, obviously, Quincey's a man, bro. He's fought legends. He's having fights with legends. You get me? Tyson. Now, you get me? You know, like when your man's age group and whatnot, you hear about Tyson. Obviously, he's spending a long time in prison. So Quincey's fought legends, bro. Like, but yeah.
You asking about that one?
Yeah. And was that fight way later down the line?
No, that fight was probably when I was 13.
Okay. Yeah.
13. That's having fights at 13. Obviously, you're having fights at 13, but it's like people are talking about it now. This is how you know. This is history. You get me? What?
And what even happened? Do you remember how that came about?
We was in New Cross, you know, near the bus garage.
Yeah.
And there's one road that goes up to the side.
Yeah, the hill.
Yeah, the hill road. Yeah, that road there.
Yeah.
So as you get around halfway up that road, I think we was walking up that road, and then we saw them. There's lots of them. Yeah, there's lots of them. And I think there's probably around 8 of us, probably around. But there was at least 20 of them. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've had to explain this over and over again. Like, I've got a nephew, innit? My nephew is Sparks' son.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah? So...
Okay. His nephew's Sparks' his son. So you must not even want to even tell the story like that. You get me? Because it's just, yeah. Anyway.
More than any accolades over a fight, yeah, that happened, yeah. I don't really like to talk about
See?
that.
Yeah.
You know, for my nephew, innit?
Yeah.
I don't get no joy out of that. The only joy I get out of is him growing up and being of a peaceful mind, however that works. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't like to get into detail, but what anyone can do as a reference for me,
Yeah.
just ask skills. We know skills, innit?
Yeah.
Because that's the person I remember stopping the fight.
Okay.
Anyone that don't know Skills is a legend from the ghetto. You get me? Like, these are the mans that you always grow up, you listen to their stories and boom, 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 boom. To be honest, see my generation, my era, the 36-year-olds, I think it's the last era that respects our elders. Like, we respected the older generation. Like, there was always some sort of order, or we stood for nothing. It doesn't matter what ends you're from. It was like, if a man, even up to this day, even when I'm doing YouTube, you know how political it is, how much brothers are, brothers act, man's Muslim, the Ummah, you can't do this, or act, please, rare. And it's like, if there's no respect or there's no Ummah, you get me? I'm not saying these lot are Muslim, but there's no respect for the older generation, then everything crumbles and there's war. This is why you see war everywhere. This is what you see, war. When man was growing up, from Croydon to all the way down to Brixton, that whole strip, London Road strip, not one person, not one ends was beefing. Not one ends, you get me? Like, that whole strip, bro. Not one area. Yeah, you might have individual people fighting, but there wasn't an ends beefing. Now, if you look at it now, every ends is beefing. You get me? Croydon, Fulton Heath, Upper Tulsa, Lower Tulsa, Brixton Hill, Angel Town. You get me? Summer Leighton, this, bro. Not one ends. Fields, bro. Not one ends was beefing. And do you know why? That was a lot down to the oldest. It was down to the oldest. There was individual madnesses and 1, 2 man, 3 man camp. Do you know what I mean? But you couldn't really say that ends and that ends was beefing.
Yeah. I remember Skills, he used to have this long jacket. It's like long, you know, like, if you got that jacket on, it looks like you might have the thing on you. Skills had that. It was a long one and it had little brown it was a wavy jacket as well. You get me? You remember? If you remember, we're kids, innit?
Yeah.
So you know that Skills, he's tall, innit? He's always been tall.
Yeah.
Taller than everyone. So you see with that height, you you can command the situation more than people at the normal height.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Skills, we was fighting. Skills stopped the fight. And then he stopped the fight. And the reason they stopped the fight is because he said that Andy's broke his arm.
Oh, yeah. I
heard just leave it as that.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, he said, oh, yeah, we can't fight no more. Andy's broke his arm. And that was that.
Okay. And then there was rumors.
And it's mad. It's like, you know, we always hear things from the grapevine and then boom, 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 boom. And then obviously now Quincey's, obviously, he's doing a lot of podcasts and that. So he's telling his story, you get me? So there's a lot of insights. But we're going to get into this JuJu story, bro, because this JuJu story, hearing JuJu stories for me is just like, huh? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, hearing JuJu stories is mad. It's mad. Anyway.
There's an infamous story, yeah, about one time you and Tipsy, or I think someone sent you some oils and.
Oh yeah, I heard about that story. That story.
Yeah. And
When did you?
Bear in mind, this story is throwing him off. He's never ever spoke about this story before. Even when I was watching, because I watched all of this, I didn't watch the other one, but I watched all of this because I was just like, I need to listen to this story. You get me? Like, and this story's throwing him off. He's like, oh, like, what's going on?
You heard that story, yeah. That's cool, isn't it? Because that's cool.
Look.
You can ask me any story.
yeah.
Look, what?
What did you think when you heard that story?
But then I think, I thought, yeah.
It's a good
Yeah,
question.
man,
Flip back in there.
very good question, yeah.
Yeah, I want my interviewing game today. Come to interview me.
You know what? I thought, yeah. And all right, cool. So I'm gonna tell you what I think about it now when I hear it.
Oh, man, start trying to move the goalposts.
I mean, yeah, back then.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. Look, any stories you will always hear, like, there was a lot of man there that we heard about, yeah, these man are doing JuJu, fam. They're doing JuJu. The car's come, rinsed out the card, like 20 bullets, and my man just came out and without anything, nothing happened to him. These men are doing JuJu. This is happening. That's happening. Like to this day, there's this mad story where man's flipping, getting chased by them. Man's got two machine, man's jumped out the car at 100 miles per hour, and all of a sudden, man's in the yard. Like, no one spoke about it. Like, I swear to you, bro.
I thought, is that really real?
That's what I used to think.
Yeah, back then. I thought, is that?
See? Now, Quincey saying that's what I used to think. Is JuJu really real? Is black magic really real? Like, do you know what I mean?
Really real.
Even going into it.
Right. Now, I'm thinking, you see, when you really put your faith in God, you don't really need that.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But yeah, if you could like elaborate on that story, I feel like that story is quite.
The story is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
Because I actually lived it, and I lived it as a person who didn't believe it. Because I always used to hear is, oh, if you don't believe in it, then it can't trouble you. I used to hold faith in that.
Yeah.
But then I felt it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Crazy, isn't it? Like, this here is crazy, like, listening to someone openly saying, listen, I done JuJu, you get me? And this is what, and I didn't believe in it, I did it, and black magic, and it worked. It was mad. Let's get to it.
I'm thinking, shit. And then he starts doing this, you know, like, family, brothers, manhood. This is us. And he starts, you know, like chanting and that. You get it?
Yeah.
You know, like a vibration, or like brothers and that.
Yeah.
You know, like, obviously, it's me and his son, innit?
Yeah.
So we're just, we're reasoning. I'm not saying much. I'm just there, feeling it. Then we start eating food. You get me? He starts playing music. You know, the frequency. You know, he starts pouring the drinks and that.
Okay.
You get me? But he was a gambler.
Okay.
He was a gambler. He was a big gambler. You get me?
Yeah.
Big gambler. You get me? But I didn't know how much of a gambler he was.
Okay.
You get me? But I found that later on by the behavior pattern.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's just coming and go, da. And then he just, he whipped out some stuff, bro.
And even before I even get into this, it's just mad. No, like, my people, like, it's seriously mad. It's mad. Listening to black magic stories and JuJu stories, and you know, and it's like, obviously, there is one story that I know is a fact and it's crazy. Someone committed suicide from the story. But yeah, I won't say it. You know what I mean? That story is crazy story because it's just mad. You get me? And it will just cause an uproar. You get me? But like even that story. So listening to this is like, yeah, man. Like, even be mindful what gal that you're even chatting to or dealing with or who you mess up, bro, or whatnot. Because you get me? It's dark. It's dark. It's dark.
And I was looking at it and I was thinking, yeah, what's that? And he's saying, yeah, this is this and this is that and da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da. I was like, rah. He's like initiating me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, rah, okay, sweet. But remember, I'm in heaven already. Remember, I've got everything's moving fast for me. Remember, I've come from a prison cell to the phone ringing every minute and this is money.
Yeah.
And I'm looking nice and everything's good. So it's just like, yeah, like I'm not really trying to break that. But again, you see when you asked me about my book before, again, this is a part of DNA that's not around. You see that manhood, brotherhood stuff. That's what made me, because remember I ain't got a dad, my dad's not there.
Yeah.
Do you get it? It's the same thing like how when I first turned Muslim, it was the same thing, the brotherhood in that.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what, you know, like what you didn't have.
Yeah.
So I think with Quincey, obviously he took his shahada. I don't think he's Muslim anymore. And he should obviously do a deep dive of obviously him turning Muslim. Him going, I don't think he's Muslim anymore. What I heard, you get me?
Do you get what I'm saying? So that was that there. And then that was there with Tipsy and Thingy Bob.
Yeah.
Even just...
And R.I.P. Tipsy. Don't know. I have heard stories. I think he was out on a town visit or I don't know. I think that some bites, it was like a contract killing or... Sorry if I've got it wrong. I apologize because I don't want to just make up theories. Something like that on a bike or... But yeah, let me not even go into it. But R.I.P. Tipsy.
in my brethren, like I've brought people up for it, my own friends. But again, because of the brotherhood, no dad, no family, it's made man do things and get manself in trouble because of the lack of the fatherhood.
Yeah. That makes
That's
sense.
interesting. So when he's sitting there, like me and him are both of his sons, and he's saying, yeah, this is what we're into, this is what we're in, you've been accepted, and everything's nice in my life, I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Makes sense, yeah.
So he's basically saying, bro, like things are working out in his life. He started getting into black magic, obviously looking for a way into understand he never had no fatherhood. So it's like he took his shahada for the brotherhood. Now this is the brotherhood as well. And this is, you get me, you're one of us.
So then I think, so the first time you put it to the test.
First time I put it to the test. So basically we've gone to the house, we've done all the, not that I knew what it was, but initiations. Yeah. Gone there now, and then bam.
Please let me know in the comments, guys, if any of you lot have done black magic before. What is initiations? Break that down. What can initiations be? Explain to me, please.
Parcel come to the house, and then I think it was DHL come to the house, and they said, yeah, there's a letter in there. They said, yeah, you and your friends are gonna start shooting at each other from now. So wear this. That's what it said. And in there was beer oils, soaps, some beads thing that go around, and a little kind of like walnut thing with apricot like seed with hairs on it. You got to put it there and put aftershave on it.
Okay.
So yeah, man started wearing that. Started bathing in the soaps, and there was this one oil one day. It was there, and it had a paper in it, but the paper was see-through, but it had writing on it. I don't know what kind of writing it was. It was like lots of different writings that I've seen.
It's crazy. That is mad. Like they're giving him stuff to washing, bathing, wear these oils. You're gonna have a shootout. This is gonna happen. Get me? But you're gonna be calm. Huh? What?
Outing is kind of like nearer to like, you know, like Aramaic, you know, something like that, and a bit Arabic at the same time. It looked like that on the thing. It wasn't no language that I've seen before. Yeah, that was in there, but it said anti-gunshot potion. Step on 2 stones when you drink.
Huh? Anti-gunshot potion. Step on 2 stones when you drink. Ackhiii. أعوذ بالله الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله الشيطان الرجيم. Ackhiii. Sorry to non-Muslims. Like, this here, man is not internet ready for this. Man's not internet ready. Man's not on this here, Ackhiii. This is all mad. It's mad, man. It's mad.
Yeah, that's what it said. There was a red one with a cross in it, with bare nails in it, with bare crosses in it.
Okay.
But when I looked at it, it looked scary to me. So I didn't touch it.
Okay.
Just because it looked scary.
Yeah.
Because for one, I don't know how a cross got into this bottle. That's what I'm thinking. But I think there is ways to do that though, isn't it? Is there ways to like make a bottle come up around a cross?
You know what, I'll be real, I don't.
What do you think?
I don't
Because
know. Wow.
it's a bottle and the cross is like, it's bigger than the bottle. But the cross is in, you can see where it's been squeezed.
Yeah.
So it's in the bottle, innit? So I'm thinking, nah, that ain't right. I'm young, innit? That ain't right. So I stayed away from that. He drank it though.
Okay.
But that one there, before we went out, I followed the instructions. I went outside, I got 2 little small bricks, stood on the bricks. So can you imagine if you took your trainers off and stood on 2 bricks? The feeling that's under your foot.
Yeah.
2 like half a bricks.
Yeah.
So you drunk it, bam. And then we left.
Yeah. I can't lie. I need to see part 6. I need to see part 6, my people. I'm going to be posting part 6 tomorrow at 12 p.m. Yeah. So look into that one, man. I don't care what other news is on there. Man just left it on a cliffhanger. Oh my God. This is mental. Crazy, bro. Yeah. Guys, listen, just comment below if you know about all of this. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. See you tomorrow. Peace.